What is going on, folks? It is Rigor Mortis. We are back with yet another video, and today we are talking about Picoin. Folks, a lot of chop in the market right now. Picoin struggling a little bit over the course of the day, but in the grand scheme of things, still holding on very strong in my opinion, and has a lot higher to go. In today's video, we are going to talk about why we are seeing some of this price action, when I think a recovery will come, and why I am still so bullish when it comes to Picoin. If you are new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, join the family, throw a like on this video so we can get it out to more people, and comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on all things Pi and Pi Network. Let's go ahead and get right into it. First and foremost, over the course of the day, we have seen a little bit of a downward slide when it comes to Picoin. Now, is this anything to be worried about? Not really, because if we zoom out a little bit from where we saw this thing when it first launched on the mainnet, and then a couple of days after here on the early days of Picoin, February 21st, 22nd, going into the 23rd, we saw a very nice peak here leading up to almost $3, and since then we have been struggling a little bit. But zooming out, we see that Picoin has still been performing abundantly well relative to the rest of the cryptocurrency market. In my last couple of videos, I outlined for you guys how I think Pi is going to move relative to the rest of the cryptocurrency market, and what I said was, if cryptocurrency does well as a whole, meaning Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana hold strong and continue to do well, I think Pi will do very well alongside of them. Now, that's not what happened. We saw a big slide and a capitulation event on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, and since then crypto has been struggling quite a bit. We've been chopping around. We've seen a little bit of moves up to the upside, but those have always been met with resistance. Now, Bitcoin got all the way down to 78K, Ethereum down to 2100, so we were seeing a lot of struggles in the market. Slight recoveries over the past several days now, but still, when it comes to Pi, we have been holding pretty strong when we look at the rest of the market. Over the last couple of days, this struggle that we see right here is just due to a lot of uncertainty in the market. I think people are still very optimistic when it comes to the long-term potential of cryptocurrency, but in the short and medium term, people are seeing some headwinds that might make it a little bit hard for us to move forward. What do I mean by that? Well, the market right now, with tariffs, macroeconomic uncertainty, and even the S&P 500 struggling, people are flocking to risk-off assets. And that's why we're seeing things continue to struggle. Despite that, Pi still has a lot left in the tank, in my opinion. One of the biggest catalysts that I think is coming extremely soon is that Binance listing that we have been talking about time and time again. People continue to ask me, why is Binance going to list this thing? And in my opinion, Binance is going to list it because the volume has just been absolutely ridiculous. And I think this is the perfect time for Binance to list these things. If you go back and look at some Binance listings, Binance tends to wait for a cool off. This isn't always the case. Tends to wait for a cool off before getting into something so that they can list it. You got to keep in mind, a lot of these places have to buy up their own supply in order to list a coin. So if you're Binance and you're looking at this thing at $3, you're like, man, this might not be the best time to list a coin like this. But now that we are starting to see a little bit of a slide to the downside, I think this is a great time for Binance to list. $1.2 billion in volume is still incredible. And for any exchange, any centralized exchange, they are going to be looking at that volume and thinking to themselves, I need to list this thing sooner rather than later. We did get updates in terms of our ranking on CoinMarketCap. We're no longer in the 3000s. Now we're in the top 200, which is good to see, but still a long ways to go up once they start correcting some of these other metrics that we're seeing for Pi and Picoin. In my opinion, Binance is going to be listing very soon. Of course, I don't have a crystal ball, but that's just what my hunch is telling me. Based off of the slide that we're seeing, based off of this ridiculous volume, I mean, look at some of these exchanges. Look at some of this volume on these exchanges. This is absolute astronomical. Picoin obviously performing very good in terms of volume when it comes to the rest of the cryptocurrency market. Platforms don't care about what coin it is, don't care about the platform, don't care about what you are doing in terms of building. I know a lot of people like to think that they do. PiCoin obviously checks off all of those boxes, but the biggest metric that these exchanges look at, no matter what the coin, is this volume. And this volume for Pi is absolutely insane in my opinion. So I do think Binance is going to be listing very, very soon. A matter of when and not if, in my opinion. Now, obviously, folks, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not for financial advice. I'm just here to put you guys on plays that I am interested in. Please go out and do your own research before investing in anything I talk about on my channel, as these videos are for entertainment and educational purposes only. All that being said, that's not all Pi has left in the tank. These folks are actually building. That's what makes me so excited about the network. They're building and bringing real-world applications to cryptocurrency. And that's what makes me excited. They have the volume. They have the brand recognition. The people up towards the top have experiences in crypto and real-world applications, and they are trying to bring crypto to the real world. That's why I think Pi is going to do well in the long term. How fast that pickup happens, that all depends on how the rest of the cryptocurrency market is going to do. But despite that, the exchange listings should boost the price, should boost the volume in the short term. That is all I have for you guys in today's video. Folks, it's all about weathering the storm. People always scream buy, buy, buy at these highs, and they scream sell, sell, sell at these lows. But you have to understand, you have to be greedy when others are fearful, and fearful when others are greedy. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. It's been your boy Rigor Mortis. I'll be back with more Pi content in the near future. Thank you guys so much. Peace.